that's not cool. I don't think that that's cool, but I mean, it is what it is. And so the one thing was that, but he's Manny Pacquiao, so he can come back and do
your name. Mayweather's scared to hear your name. Or jump up there. Okay.
Floyd Mayweather against Manny Pacquiao rematch appears possible each day. Floyd recently crossed paths with Pacquiao at an airport, and what came after was an altercation. This has only increased the talks of a rematch, which many fans and pros are already against. Mayweather has stayed mostly quiet in public about an official fight, but his sudden meeting with Pacquiao has raised speculation. The footage of their airport clash spread fast, strengthening the idea that tensions between the two boxing legends still remain strong.
Manny Pacquiao's promoter, Sean Gibbons of MP Promotions, has confirmed that the former 8-division world champion is actively pursuing a rematch and is fully prepared to face Mayweather again in a legitimate bout. In a recent interview with Sky Sports, Gibbons stated, "Manny is always ready." This was in direct response to Mayweather's passive stance and the perception that he is intentionally avoiding another showdown.
Manny Pacquiao's promoter, Sean Gibbons of MP Promotions, has confirmed that the former 8-division world champion is actively pushing for a rematch and is fully prepared to meet Mayweather again in a real bout. In a recent talk with Sky Sports, Gibbons said, "Manny is always ready." This was a direct reply to Mayweather's passive approach and the view that he is purposely avoiding another clash.
"Oh, Floyd, you using my name, He got famous because they said, this could be the guy that could possibly dethrone the king. Did it happen? Absolutely not. Was he easy? Absolutely.
Gibbons also spoke on Pacquiao's recent showing against Mario Barrios, saying that the Filipino legend had done enough to win and earn the decision. After that display last night, he said, "You better check with Floyd." Gibbons' words show frustration at the outcome and a call toward Mayweather to face Pacquiao in a fight that would settle any doubts. After the disputed draw with Barrios, many voices in boxing spoke up. Teofimo Lopez, talking to Fight Hype, said Pacquiao had clearly won the match. He explained what Manny Pacquiao is doing at this age that stands out. High spirits, full of energy, motivated and determined.
With Teofimo Lopez. Manny, keep your head up high. Jesus is always going to watch it prevail. You won the fight. 9-3, I had it.
Hey!
Killed it. And the new, to me.
Yeah, the new.
And the new. Let's go, Pac-Man.
Mexicans for Pacquiao.
Oh, woohoo! Thank you, Theo. Yeah.
Pacquiao won that fight. I had it 10-2 or 9-3. As per Lopez, Pacquiao's output, precision, and drive, mainly in the last moments of each round, stood out. Instead of calling for a rematch with Barrios, Lopez pushed Pacquiao to aim higher. He should fight Mayweather, Lopez said. He argued Pacquiao has nothing more to prove against Barrios, and that a rematch with Floyd would mean much more. Pacquiao still has it, he added, showing belief that Pacquiao could turn the result of their 2015 meeting.
I'm not complaining or making, just it happened that way. It happened to me many times.
Did you want a rematch with Floyd?
I'm still active. It's up to him if he's going to fight.
You would even fight him today?
Even here.
Oh my goodness.
Even here.
Yeah, that fire never dies, man.
My right hand is complete, so.
Views from inside the sport have been split, with some backing Pacquiao's chances in a rematch. Hall of Fame coach Nacho Beristain told Ring Observer that Pacquiao's pace and grit would be too much for Mayweather now. Pacquiao will surely win. Pacquiao is just too strong and too tough. Pressure and non-stop punches just wear Floyd down, he said. Others, however, still give Mayweather the edge. Bernard Hopkins said that while a rematch would draw huge buzz, would still side with Floyd. Hopkins stressed Mayweather's reflexes, movement, and defense as the key factors. In the same way, Robert Guerrero, who lost to Mayweather in 2013, shared this view. Talking to Fight Hype, Guerrero said, "I give him the edge, his hand speed and foot speed, and how hard he is to catch in the ring. It's tough for many fighters to close in on him. He recalled how Mayweather shut down his own attack with ease and argued Pacquiao would face the same struggle.
Why no Floyd Mayweather? Why not Floyd Mayweather? Why isn't he in the top 5?
Floyd Mayweather, he's running the whole 12 rounds and he won the fight. How is that? I mean, you know, I feel sorry to the fans because the fight is boring. You know, the fight is boring. Like, that's not the fans expecting to us.
Ricky Hatton also chose Floyd to win. Speaking with the boxing voice, Hatton said, "Pacquiao is a great offensive fighter. He throws many punches. He is very explosive, but Mayweather makes you fight his fight every time. This skill to control pace and space is what many past rivals point to as Floyd's biggest weapon." Hatton's take matches the view that no one has yet solved the plan to beat Mayweather in the ring.
Boxing voice Hatton explained, "Pacquiao's a great offensive fighter. He throws a lot of punches, he is really explosive, but Mayweather makes you fight his fight all the time. This ability to dictate pace and distance is what many former foes point to as Floyd's most dangerous weapon." Hatton's view aligns with the idea that no one has yet figured out the blueprint to beat Mayweather in the ring.
Floyd's own family has spoken. Jeff Mayweather, Floyd's uncle, made a call before Pacquiao's fight with Barrios, telling Fight Hype that he expected Pacquiao to win clear. "I don't think Barrios will win. I think Manny will win." "Yes, clear," Jeff said. Still, Jeff was sharp about how Pacquiao was given a title shot after 4 years out. "It's shocking to be real. It's unfair to fighters who have worked to rise in the ranks. That's not right," he said. Jeff also doubted Pacquiao's reasons, calling his return a cash grab. While he agreed that Pacquiao had the name and pull to gain instant notice, he asked if the comeback was in the spirit of fair sport. "Manny's Manny, so he can come back and do it. I mean, it's a cash grab," he said.
Meanwhile, Floyd's own family has weighed in. Jeff Mayweather, Floyd's uncle, made a prediction before Pacquiao's bout with Barrios, telling Fight Hype that he expected Pacquiao to win convincingly. "I don't think Barrios is going to win. I think Manny is going to win." "Yes, convincingly," Jeff said. However, Jeff was critical of how Pacquiao was granted a title shot after 4 years away. "It's shocking. To be honest, it's unfair to guys who have fought to try to rise up the ranks. That's not cool," he remarked. Jeff also cast doubt on Pacquiao's motivations, calling his return a money grab. While he acknowledged that Pacquiao had the name and status to command immediate attention, he questioned whether the comeback was in the spirit of fair competition. "Manny's Manny, so he can come back and do it. I mean, it's a money grab," he said.
One of boxing's top analysts took a different stance. Talking on the fight with Teddy Atlas, he said he did not think Pacquiao was robbed in the Barrios fight. It was not the robbery some claimed. "You want to give it to Manny? Fine, but not with your eyes shut." "That was a close fight," Atlas said. He noted Pacquiao had some strong rounds, mainly at the end of each frame, but also pointed to clear signs of age in the early stages. "I thought early he wobbled a bit. I thought his legs were giving a little like what you might see in a 46-year-old, he added.
Teddy Atlas, one of boxing's most respected analysts, took a different approach. Speaking on the fight with Teddy Atlas, he said he didn't believe Pacquiao had been robbed in the Barrios fight. "It was not the robbery some people were saying. You want to give it to Manny? Fine, but with your eyes closed, no. That was a close fight," Atlas said. He acknowledged that Pacquiao had some strong rounds, particularly at the end of each frame, but also pointed to visible signs of aging in the early stages. "I thought early on he stumbled a little bit. I thought his legs were stumbling a little bit, like what you might see in a 46-year-old, he added.
Credit for finding his groove later in the bout, saying they pulled it together. He used his legs well. His view was more balanced than others, showing that while Pacquiao gave flashes of his old self, he was not strong enough to claim a clear win. The main debate stays on whether a rematch would be a sanctioned pro fight or an exhibition. Pacquiao has flat out turned down the idea of an exhibition. In his talk on the MMA Hour, he said he wants a real fight and blamed Mayweather for avoiding him. This push for a true bout shows his belief that the first fight was not held under the best state, both due to injury and timing.
For finding his rhythm later in the fight, saying, "They got the act together. He used his legs pretty good." His take was more measured than others, suggesting that while Pacquiao showed flashes of his old self, he was not dominant enough to claim clear victory. The main point of contention remains whether a rematch would take place as a sanctioned pro fight or an exhibition. Pacquiao has explicitly rejected the idea of an exhibition. In his interview on the MMA Hour, he stated that he wants a real fight and accused Mayweather of ducking him. This push for legitimacy underscores his belief that the first fight was not fought under the best conditions, both due to injuries and timing.
Mayweather has not replied straight to any of the public calls, and his silence has added to talk. Still, the airport clash between the two gave a fresh layer of tension. Sources near both camps say that quiet talks are taking place, but there are clear gaps in what each side wants. Pacquiao wants to fight under full sanction, while Mayweather's camp has shown more push for exhibitions that bring less risk, but still large crowds. For now, boxing voices stay split. Some, like Teofimo Lopez and Nacho Beristain, think Pacquiao still has the will and skill to beat Mayweather. Others, like Guerrero and Hatton, hold that Mayweather's style is still too slick and smart. The views are split not only by ties, but by core views on skill versus power, age versus timing, and defense versus attack. But what do you think comes next? Share your views below and subscribe for more.